Yo, 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 it's me again, uh, recording part two of my The Chase adventure. So, as you've seen in the previous video, I applied to be on The Chase. I really should have checked, but here's a little recap. I applied, they invited me for a session in the centre of London, and I passed the audition, did a few quizzes, then an online kind of version, not online, an in-room version of The Chase with some other people, asked me some questions, and then eventually they said, "Yep, we'll put you through to apply, be able to be on the actual recording." So that was excellent. Then time passed. A lot of time passed. Uh, a lot of time passed. A lot happened in my life since then. But what's important to know, we hit November. We probably hit end of October 2020. And I'm sat at home and my mobile phone rings. And it's a lady. "Hello, this is a lady from The Chase. Just wondering if you're still interested in appearing." And I thought, wow, that's been a long time. But yep, I'm still interested in appearing. She said, "Okay, well, there's a lot going on at the moment, the old Pando. If you're comfortable, our recording's here, we can schedule you in. When's good for you?" And I said, "Well, when do you need people?" And they said, "Monday next week, Tuesday next week, Wednesday next week, Thursday next week." Well, I think it was Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, really. I explained that I have a full-time job, so I can't just drop things at the drop of a hat, but I could book some time off and do the Thursday if they agree. And she said, "Yep, we'll book you in for Thursday, someone will be in contact." So I was like, excellent. And I really then started to panic because, as you would have heard from the previous video, I'm not really that great a quizzer. I really am not. I'm just going to sort my hair out. I'm not that great a quizzer, but I enjoy taking part in them, and I enjoy watching The Chase, and I enjoy quiz shows and various shows on the different levels of competency. And I thought, I'll give it a go. What I've got to lose. They checked a few details with me, and I filled out some paperwork online. It's all done online now, virtual signatures, and that was it. I was like, "Oh, pop." I thought, well, I've got two options here. I can try cramming my brain full of loads of information, but because it's general knowledge, you don't get a. I mean, what could I do? I could try and learn capital cities. I could try and learn Oscar winners and Academy various award winners or number ones of every year. It's so broad general knowledge. I thought, I'm just going to go for it. I'll watch a few quizzes on TV, so I did, and I'll give it a go. Then they sent through kind of like what to wear, and it said don't wear any fine checks or stripes because that causes flickering on the TV. Don't wear anything with any big branding on. And I thought, excellent, I've got a very nice suit that I'll take in case they want me to wear a suit. But otherwise, I'll take a load of t-shirts. You'll see this is a Sony PlayStation 1. And so I took it all. I'm a massive gamer, as you know. If you follow my, watch some of my other videos, you'll see. But I've got loads of gaming t-shirts. Well, that's me. That's kind of, they recognised my Aperture t-shirt, so I'll wear my gaming t-shirt. So I packed a load of gaming t-shirts, and they say 5 different outfits they ask you to wear. 5. Oh, they do this hand. 5 different outfits. And they do say, listen, it's mainly tops. I think for ladies, probably the idea being is if you've got loads of dresses, if you've got skirts, they'll have different skirt top combos, but don't worry about packing 5 dresses. So yeah, I packed my bag the night before, got my suit in there, got a shirt in there for my suit. I've got 5 gaming t-shirts. They also say don't travel in the clothes you're going to wear, which is quite sensible in case they get dirty or something. So I've essentially got a bag with 6 outfits in, a suit and shirts and jeans and stuff. Then I've got to wear jeans and I'm going down there. And it's a really weird temperature day. And I'm really warm. And I wake up and I'm like, oh, I've got everything. Let me check the list again. And then I check the list of what they say you should wear. And a bit further down, I had missed the bit where it said, don't wear t-shirts. Oops. A problem for me. 5 t-shirts, 1 suit, 1 shirt. So things that are important to just general bit of knowledge, housekeeping about me. We've been in lockdown since February, really. I haven't had to wear a shirt in a long time, and my shirts are just scrawled in my wardrobe waiting to be ironed. So I'm like, what do? Do I just pull my shirts out? I start pulling my shirts out. They're all fine pinstripe or herringbone or very fine checks, and I'm just like, these are not shirts that are going to work well on TV. So I pick up another 2 shirts, ram them in my bag. So I've got 3 shirts, 1 suit, 1 pair of jeans, 5 t-shirts. I thought, I'm just going to go and say, listen, I've messed up. One of the things they also do on the Chase, if you're a contestant, is they cover your travel costs. And they do say, listen, if you've got to travel a long distance, we can put you up in a hotel the night before. The recording of the Chase is at Elstree Studios, which is North London, and I live in South London. And they said, listen, you've got the choice. If you want, you can drive, or we can send a car for you. Car for you sounded like a pain. Would have been cool, but they'd have just sent me any old jalopy, and I'd have not enjoyed it. So I could have driven, and they'd reserved me a car parking space. Or the reality is, from where I live to get there, it's a bus, a tube, and then a train. So I thought, I'm just gonna. I explained to them, as long as I don't need to be there for 10 o'clock in the morning, I'll take public transport. That's not a problem. I explained I didn't want to be on super busy public transport at a time when we're trying to limit transport, but also trying not to be packed in with lots of scummy people. So they agreed, and then said, okay, well, what we'll do is we'll book your tickets, and we'll send you the itinerary and the reservation numbers. You can collect them from any national rail station. Brilliant. That was one less stress. That was all done before the day. So I've told you, I've woken up, I've stressed, wrong clothing, but I've decided, although you're not supposed to, I'm going to wear the shoes I plan to wear, because that's just more things to pack if I need more shoes. So I'm like, right, I'm wearing I've got some nice pair of boots on, I've got a pair of jeans on, t-shirt and my jacket, and I've got a laptop pull-along bag that I've got stuffed all my clothes in. And I making my way downtown. So from mine, get a bus to the tube. The bus was very quiet, thankfully. And it was, I say very quiet, I know, a quarter full, but the bus driver put his bus full sign on the front, and literally from my bus stop all the way to where I needed to go, didn't pick up a soul and didn't have to drop anyone off. So I get on the tube, and I can't collect my train ticket at the tube, and I did kind of think that might happen. But timing wise, I thought, I'm willing to cover the cost of a tube journey up to King's Cross, and I'll collect the tickets at King's Cross. So I have my own on, just trying to relax on the tube. Tube is fairly busy, and people keep sitting closer to me than they need to when the rest of the carriage is empty. I don't understand why, but they do. So I've got my mask on, and my mask making me warm. I've trimmed my beard. I may have said, my beard was 4 or 5 inches longer than this. So I trimmed my beard down for TV. I tried to book a haircut. My hairdresser was due a haircut on the Sunday. My hairdresser cancelled Saturday night, just saying, listen, Phil, I can't do it. The reason for that is, while all this is going on, there's rumours of a national lockdown. And then it gets leaked to the papers that there's going to be a lockdown too, Electric Avenue. They got leaked to the papers. And then the Prime Minister had to go on TV to announce it. And it essentially meant any non-essential shops had to shut. And that included barbers. So I had to trim my own beard down. And I looked at my hair. And I probably did this last time. It's a lot of hair. But I can't trust myself to cut my own hair. I just can't do it. So I didn't. I was like, right, put a hairband in. Jobs are good, and off I went. Get to King's Cross. I've got my mask on. have to change to St Pancras to get the Thames Link out. Go to the machine to collect my tickets. Put in my code. You have to put any bank card can go in. Then you put your code in, and then it prints your tickets. So I put my bank card in. Get to my bank card. Start put the code in. It says these tickets have already been collected. I haven't collected them. I've only just arrived. So I do it again. These tickets have already been collected. So I have to go to the ticket office. Hello, these tickets have. It's saying my tickets have already been collected, but I haven't collected my tickets. And they're like, "Yeah, your tickets have already been collected." I haven't collected them. Could there be any mistake? Nope, they've been collected. So I'm like, right. So I go outside, and the chase have given a number to call to say, any problems, give this number a call. So I give the number a call. Of course, I go straight to voicemail. They don't want to deal with my jibber jabber. And I'm like, listen, I've tried to collect the tickets, haven't been able to. I'm just going to make my own way there. I'm sure we can sort this out some other time. So then go back to the ticket office and say to the lady, yep, I need a ticket to the studio station, the station that the studio's at. And she said, have you got contact lists? I'm like, yeah, because I know you can't pay with cash or put pins in anymore. And she's like, oh no, just pay contact lists, it'll be cheaper. It's the last stop on the zone that you can. So I thought, job's a good one, I'm going to go for it. So I get on the train is quiet. On the train, get off the train. There's a short walk, but I am very warm. I've got my mask on. Essentially, when you get off at the Elstree and Bournemouth station, you walk the length of the high street to get to the studios. And the high street, bearing in mind all the shops were shut. My recording was on a Thursday. Thursday was the first day everything was shut. There was a lot of people out and about. Oh, I can rewind a bit as well. Yeah. So with the announcement of the lockdown, the Chase contacted me on maybe the Monday or the Tuesday to say, are you still happy going? And I said, well, yeah, as long as I physically can. I'm fairly happy. I'll mask up. I'll keep my hands clean. And then I read through the rules and it said no non-essential travel. And I thought, travelling to the Chase is pretty non-essential. So I dropped them an email saying, listen, I've just read the rules on this. I'm a bit worried about this. Can you let me know? And a guy phoned me up and said, don't worry, we had this last time. You are working for ITV. You cannot do your job remotely, therefore you have to come in. Here's a letter to show the police. We'll email it to you and we'll give them, they'll have the telephone number of the production team to contact to make so they can confirm that you are working for the Chase on that day. Excellent. Phew. So I had my letter. I wasn't worried about being stopped by the police. Walk down the high street. I am so warm. So warm. I take my coat off, and it's quite a cold day, but I've just mask on, feeling a bit stressed. I'm on time-ish, even though there was the mess up with the tickets. I'm on time-ish, maybe 10-15 minutes early, and I arrive at the gates of the studio. Here for the Chase. The security guard scans me with his little infrared scanner. He's like, "You're too cold." Now the issue is, they told us that if your temperature is above a certain temperature, they'll scan you a second time. If you, the second time, are above that temperature again, you cannot enter the studio and your filming will be cancelled. But this security guard's going, I can't let you in, you're too cold. So he scans my head, he scans my arm, scans the inside of my wrist. In the end, I'm carrying my coat over my arm. He says, let me try it under your coat. That'll be warm. So he scans there. Of course, it's fine. I do not have COVID. So they let me queue outside. We queue outside for about 10 minutes. There's two other people, a lady already there, and a gentleman arrived 5 minutes before we got in. And we're waiting by a car park area. There's all these names up. Tom Hiddleston's up. All these names are up for famous people, and it's hard to know whether they're just names up or whether they're actually car parking spaces reserved for people. I think I want to say Tess Daly was there, but there were some. Oh, Ryland was there. That tells you kind of Tom Hiddleston, Ryland. I mean, there's a whole cornucopia of names from the TV land. But eventually we're collected and we're walked through, and it's quite cool walking through a studio. I haven't done it for a very long time. They're big buildings, but they're not giant studios. Well, not the ones we saw. And then we're taken to this little, it's like a little summer house thing. And the seat, there's 4 sofas set up in a C shape. And on each sofa is an A4 envelope with a name on. And we're told, go sit by your name, open your envelope. And this is kind of the start of the chase process. I've just got to see, how long have I been recording for? I know 15 minutes. So I think I'll pause it here, and I might record some more later. But yeah, so I am now starting the process in the studio area of being on the chase. And there's 2 other people, which is strange because if you've seen the chase, teams are of 4. Something's not right. Tune in to the next episode to find out what on earth is going on in my journey to the chase. Catch you later. Hey, I've got some other videos. Why don't you check them out? I've got some Hot Wheel cars. I've got restaurants I've been to. I've got tea unboxing videos. I've just got unboxing videos. I've got all sorts of stuff that you can go watch. They'll appear on this screen. Check them out. Have a watch. I'm sure you'll enjoy them. They're great.